On second down. Yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Johnson. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
3-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And they will take over at at the 29-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
38 yards on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
To Dalvin Cook.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And this one complete to Smith. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 6.
At the Texans' 17-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
7. Texans, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He's got Fuller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He finds his man Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Abdullah. And he'll be taken.
Away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They go play action. Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. Cousins on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 2-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Texans nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Cobb. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play? Usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a 2nd down and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. He gets this one to Johnson. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. He's letting it. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
Return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field.
It's a gain of
got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing. Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
14. 1st down, Vikings.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Trying to go back again to Adam Thielen. And now it's 3rd down.
Cousins, 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Thielen, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. throwing again is Watson. Dancing to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there out of Cook. 54 yards on the ground. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll try to throw now. Cousins looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit and to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Brings up 3rd down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. And the Vikings,
they go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
to number 19.
Adam Thielen. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Abdullah to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
At their 48-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Now a run with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen, and that's caught inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. To throw is Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
If you were me.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph.
Minnesota.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to take off with it, and he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check, check. Lucky.
from the gun. Watson flushed out right. He'll run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
21-yard line.
Now Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now it's Watson. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. The first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there in the final minute. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Taimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if that. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score In this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now, they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, it'll be a 500 start as the